Hi friends, I am starting an experiment to grow cilantro in LetPot mini 5-pod hydroponic system. This is a slow bolt cilantro variety. Let's see how this is going to work out in LetPot mini. One very important thing with cilantro is every seed that we see here is actually a seed pod. There are 2 seeds in it. It is covered with a very hard husk. So we should always split the seeds. Just gently press and roll it so that we can split the seed. Once we split the seed, there is germ on each side. So this is technically a seed pod with 2 seeds. Now I am going to place these split seeds, 3 of them, into each pod and start with all 5 pods. I already prepared the pods with the rock wool. Now I am going to place the seeds. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. The garden is ready. As always, I will add water, but I will not add the nutrition right away. I will start adding nutrition once I see the seedlings. Let's see if this is going to work out. Cilantro always have some trouble directly starting them in hydroponic systems. If that is the case, I will start some of the seeds in wet paper towel and transplant them. But I'm going to try with the seeds directly, placing them into the sponges to begin with. It's been 9 days. I see just one seed sprouted and the seedling is coming nice here. I don't see any signs of germination from other seeds. Anyway, I'm going to start adding the nutrition and see what happens with the remaining seeds. Normally I prefer Maxi Grow for all the herbs and leafy green vegetables, but this time I'm going to use Aerogarden nutrients in this garden. It's been 13 days. I see one more seed germinated and the seedling is coming nice here. And one more seed sprouted here. That's really good news. I don't see any sprouts in 2 pods. Let's see if they are going to come as well. It's been 14 days. The first 2 seedlings are doing very well. One of them started developing real leaves. This third one also showing good progress. Last time when we saw it was very small. Now it is picking up the growth. I see one more in the back. It is very small. Not sure if it is going to survive. Looks pretty weak. Let's see. I don't see any seeds germinated in this pod. That's a little unfortunate, but let's wait and see. It's day 34. Look at this garden. It is fully occupied with cilantro, looking very nice. This pod also got one seed sprouted and the seedling is coming nice here. Coming to this pod, I see the seed sprouted, but somehow it is not coming. It is looking like this for a long time, so I don't have any hopes on this. But I see plants in 3 pods. They are coming nice and hopefully this one is going to survive and become nice cilantro plant. If so, that is good enough. This is a very good success. And this cilantro is ready to harvest. I can harvest all these leaves as the plants continue to produce more cilantro from the center. So I'm going to start harvesting from now, just like this. And this cilantro is very flavorful and very tasty. I just gave it a taste test. It tastes very well, very similar to how it comes when I grow in the soil outside. So it is all working very well. And this cilantro, it is a slow bolt cilantro, so it is going to run for a long time. It is very unfortunate that I didn't get any seedlings in this pod, but I'm still fine. There are 4 pods with the 4 plants in this garden. I'm going to keep it as long as it survives here and enjoy the fresh cilantro every day. It's day 38. The plants are coming excellent. There is lots of new growth. The most recent seedling also turned into a plant, but it is really small and it couldn't compete with rest of the plants in this garden. Looks like it is struggling. It is also not getting enough light because the other plants are covering it. I'm going to start harvesting the cilantro and try to give more light to that plant. Hopefully that will survive. I see the seedling sprouted in this pod, but it didn't survive, so I have no hopes on it. I'm going to pull out this pod. I actually tempted to move this pod from the center to this corner so that they have enough room, but there is pump right there, so I'm going to leave it like this and keep the room more for the pump here. Overall, it is working very well. I didn't expect the cilantro to sprout straightforward in the pods or this rock wool. So it worked out very well, and the plants are also doing really nice and producing gigantic cilantro. And this cilantro is flavorful and tasty. I'm very happy with what is coming in this garden, and I'm going to let it go and continue as long as it survives. But there is nothing much to show, so I'm going to stop it here. The Aerogarden nutrients, cilantro, and this cute and compact LetPot mini working together very well and producing nice and fresh cilantro for me every day. And the Aerogarden nutrients are working very well. I'm adding 3 ml for every 1 liter of water. That is good enough. Even though it has just 10 wattage lights, that is good enough to grow nice and big cilantro. Look at these leaves, how wide they are growing. Yes, look at this. It's pretty wide cilantro. That is really nice. Look at this. It is even wider. So the cilantro is growing very nice with bigger leaves. By the way, I am using a 1-inch rock wool that fits pretty well into the square pods. The rock wool comes as cube, so I just have to trim it and shape it into a cone so that it fits better into the square pods. This is what I have been doing and using in both my LetPot mini and I do 7-pod hydroponic systems. If you have bigger rock wool like 1.5 inch, you need to trim a little bit more. There is a little bit of work using the rock wool in hydroponics, but I find it very economical, so I prefer to use it when possible. I always find the square sponges are pretty expensive. Alright, that is all for now. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.